How's it going, everyone? This is Dr. Hefe playing some more Disco Elysium, the final cut. This is not the enhanced edition. That is what The Witcher is. This is the final cut. It's probably the last version that the developers are going to release. So let's see what they have in store for us. Last time we looked at this big mural, which was pretty groovy. And we hacked into this viejita's, this old lady's computer, although she's technically not an old lady. And basically she kicked us off. She said, let me make sure that we didn't damage anything. We didn't do RM-RF, her whole entire radio computer. But I think now she should talk to us. Let's see. Hello, viejita. Do you have any information? Miss Soona, the programmer. I didn't break anything, did I? I mean, of course I wouldn't, because I am so amazing. Actually, let's start with this. Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
I cannot imagine having 16 years of programming experience. Having, what, 4, 5? I'm like, ugh, so much programming experience.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Well, looks like we have a lot of information about. Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby. We'll get this question out of the way. Kim Kitsuragi can chill, get his little notebook out, and then we'll go into our weird and out there questions, because we are the Apocalypse Cop.
No one's suspicious around here.
Alright, whatever. Have you seen the man in the rafters? Our good man Tiago?
Nope. Yes.
No, but you know he's around. Sounds like you're not worried about him at all.
No, you're right. I'm not.
She's very straightforward. Look at these awesome headphones, though. I wish I had headphones. I mean, I do have pretty cool headphones. But her headphones are pretty cool as well. Why are there so many machines in this place? Do you not know that I am part of the anti-object task force? I'm gonna smash them all up.
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Oh, I'm just gonna ask about everything. Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
That's right. They use radio waves as processors. That's so weird. RAIN prefix, that's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the antenna is its processing unit?
Yes. You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I know I'm a master circuit bender. No, I want to learn a little bit more about these radio computers. I know a little.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
It's like cloud computing, but where actually is the computing done? Yeah, what's on air?
On the front. The unified front of radio waves. Licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region.
United front of... So it's a server of radio waves. That is so strange. I guess you could program frequencies, like instead of binary ones and zeros, you can have frequency, each frequency be its own bit of information. Still seems strange to me.
It's all around us. That's what on air means.
And the AR1, it's a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians.
Oh, good to know. I'll invest in one of those after I buy a new car and probably a change of clothing and some speed to snort.
Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
Check out bitwit.tech. No, anyway, what are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
What are you working on?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
She is literally just typing away. I mean, typing away at only the top row of her keyboard. She's just pressing like F1, F4 the whole time. But she has not stopped typing during this conversation. What about the bowls of water?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay?
Okay, she's
Thanks.
not really telling us much, but that's
Great.
okay. I mean, I assume an engineer would not want to tell all the ins and outs of their knowledge to some drunk... I don't even know how to describe this face over here. Some drunken wreck of a cop. What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
Yep,
They're bloodshot.
we do.
She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
She's looking for the black hole, the one that Tiago was drinking from.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
I mean, a black hole just hanging out in a church does sound pretty complicated.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Oh, now we got her excited. Now she really wants to talk to us.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer. Ooh, this is a huge metaphysical question. How can you have nothing without something? How do you measure nothing?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
My logic is like, I have no idea what we're talking about. I just want to solve a murder so I can go home. We don't have a home, do we? I guess we do. We can't just hang out and frickin' whirling in rags all day. Does it mean we're now living in a world that has holes in it? We'll go with number 2. I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it. My mind is getting blown. It is above our pay grade.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Do you have any idea where it might be located? Surely it must be up in the rafters of the church.
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark, most of the tower disappearing into the shade.
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
Interesting.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural
Kim
quirk?
is like, please, let it just be an architectural quirk. I don't want to deal with black holes in the world.
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
The coordinates of the data loss. Yeah, I suppose if all your data is in the air, I'm thinking atmospheric wise, you would know where the data would be corrupted or lost based on an actual physical location. I suppose people who know a lot about electrical engineering, there's probably a physical location when your memory gets corrupted or some sort of silicon freaks out for whatever reason. That's a technical term, freaks out. That's where the crab man lives. He likes to sip the juices of the Mother of Silence.
I know.
You don't think... Oh, this is a weird question. You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible here? I don't, but apparently our character does.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So the research isn't going well? Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
I mean, how else would you do it? You have to empirically find this thing.
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
Hey, I'm a master circuit bender. Maybe I could help you.
Great. Thanks.
Okay. I don't think we need to talk about that again. How do you feel about anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
You 40? It's the future of dance music. Not like disco does. Okay, wow, that was quick. Why do you hate it?
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for anodic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
And what do they want to build?
Take a guess, why don't you?
A petting zoo? Community space to help the elderly? I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for Nordic dance music. They said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Oh, come on, Kim. Your hatred for the youth. My goodness. Alright, I'll let you work in peace now. Did we get all the information from her?
Yes, what is it?
Oh, I guess we did. Alright. That's enough of that. We did not find Ruby. We have a new thing in our journal. Tell Andre about Soona's thoughts on the nightclub. And this is like the doomed commercial area all over again. We're just getting sidetracked on some random quest. I'm sure this will lead to Ruby somehow. It's already 6:30 in the evening. My goodness. Where does the time go? Where does the time go when you're listening to anodic dance music? Let's just have a quick little talk with Egghead. My favorite. Hardcore to the max! Oh, I just want to shout that out. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Are these guys some ether freaks?
Has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Pump it up! Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe we can use it to prove Van Eyck's jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape into the space escape! Yeah!
Dude, we can't give him the smallest church in Saison. We still have to do our... We'll give it to him, but after we sing it in front of the group at the Whirling in Rags. Never mind. We gotta remember to come back to this guy. Yeah!
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I want to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
What's with all the Nosafed?
The what now?
The Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra. I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
Dude, we're gonna put him to the wall. Put his balls in a vice. You sound fine to me.
Yes. That's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now. Nosafed is the shit.
Gonna have some? I have some nose problems too.
Sure.
Yeah,
Here you go,
Nosafed.
The Noser. Blast away.
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And you're using DI water? Oh, they're into some chemical creations over here.
Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
The one they sell at the fuel station? Uh-huh. I think these guys are making a little bit of the blue. But who's the Walter White of this situation, huh? Who's the one who knocks? Hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it? Told you we have a smell problem.
I also smell ether. Why?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
Also, how can you smell ether? Isn't ether supposed to not have a smell?
No.
It's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent like laundry
He
detergent.
sniffs the air, then shrugs. A shrug is good enough for us. Why say it when you can shrug it?
Alright.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Oh, our logic is like so bad. So bad. Alright.
Goodbye, officer.
Let's see if we can put on some good old logic items. This is like half the game. Just like being like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to put on some logic items. Oh yeah, we forgot about our Beano glasses. Oh, here's our logic glasses first. I don't know how boots would give us logic, but that would be kind of cool if they did. Ooh. The Korayev jacket. This gives you minus to logic. I don't think anything... Oh, we have this shirt that gives us logic? Dude, we are becoming super logical. Alright,
Hi
boy.
again. So,
Tell me
how are
what's
things
going
going?
on here.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. I got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up. Did you see me just switch my glasses, my shirt, and my sweater? Or my jacket? I see all now, buddy.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. We're not going to sell it, Soona.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Yeah, where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only have one. Dude, you gotta get that binaural sounds, man. It's gotta be coming from multiple directions. I want that surround sound.
It's a one-speaker system.
A one-speaker
It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
Dude, this guy is actually pretty smart for being a raver into making drugs. You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need our headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
Nosifed is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer?
And look at this. The ether in the air, a useful solvent. Useful for getting the acting agent out of a solution.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you try to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Against the law?
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
Do what you want, and I'll do what I want. You tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling for backup and hauling you all off to the pen for starters?
Okay, man, okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Because we do! We totally do!
Oh, Egghead, you beautiful, beautiful man. How could I ever throw you in jail? How could I? You deserve to be out here in the world, spreading your gospel.
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
I love these series of events. We want to create the greatest dance club in the world, but first we need to make it into a speed lab.
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off too! I couldn't feel the love at all!
Oh, Egghead. It's all about the love.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it.
Give me your
Judgment time.
cash. It wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to do to keep the club alive. Proceed with both. What would electrochemistry say? Oh man, we've given drugs to Kuno. Like, how can we suddenly tell these ravers that it's not okay to do speed? It wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to do to keep the club alive.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Respectable. I'm really feeling the science right about now.
I'll go talk to Soona again. Maybe there's a way to persuade her.
I'm sure you'll figure something out. We can manage it with her if we get inside. Keep us updated about the situation. Maybe we can help somehow.
Sure. About the church, I checked. I guess we can just follow these little lines of conversation. Alright.
Sure, man.
Yeah,
Tell
whatever
us what
about
you want to
that.
know.
About the
Let's
church.
What happened?
Talk to a shadow-clad being climbing the beams. A man living on the ceiling.
Oh man, The crab man, you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
He's a true narcomaniac. Seems okay, to be honest. Very spiritual. Although this is also true. He gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Clearly enjoys physical activity. Yeah, just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Nothing.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Oh, savoir-faire showing up. Keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a person? Yeah, actually he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I dunno, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice friendly hyper time?
You're just gonna have to live with the crab man.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Alright, Noid, glad to hear that.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Yeah! Egghead! Egghead knows what it's all about.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Yeah, I was using the mainframe when she
A
showed
programmer?
up.
That's odd.
She
What
did
was she
not
like?
like the
Did you
Anotic
ask her about
Dance
the
Club
nightclub?
idea.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam and into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
A laser-lit future of dance and unity.
Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is
And you
finished.
can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, honour man.
Hey, dude, I decided not to throw you guys in jail. I don't know if that makes me an honor man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist! Coexist!
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
She does not. She despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment.
He's
but
like,
then
what?
He returns to the full swing of it.
No worries, we'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
Alright,
Goodbye, officer.
alright. Convince Soona to cooperate with the ravers or evict her. Alright, things are moving along here. I feel like we just need to go back, talk to Soona, figure out what she needs. Like, maybe we can help, get Crabman to find out what's going on with the silence or something. And then, then everything will be alright. Oh my goodness. The day is just passing by. What were we supposed to be doing? We're supposed to find Ruby? Looking for Ruby brought you to the mural that you somehow think is important. Inspect it thoroughly. Ah, well. Maybe we will at some point. But next time, we will come back. We will talk to Soona, the programmer, try to convince her to allow the Anotic dance music rave to be set up. I'm down with disco, but if this is the future of music, who am I to stand in the path of progress and the path of setting up a giant speed lab, which will, definitely help me out. Where's my speed? Yeah, here we go. 2 uses left. Hello. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, you can throw a like or leave a comment below. You can subscribe for more Disco Elysium content. Until next time, do remember to take care of yourself and keep it disco, baby.